Good afternoon, Mariella. I'm currently in Stonehaven, actually, in Aberdeenshire. In terms of Brecon, it's been the first town in Scotland to be evacuated. That's further south in Angus. That red weather warning for rain covers Angus and Aberdeenshire. We're just sort of on the north edge of it here, Stonehaven, just south of Aberdeen. I'm on the beach. I don't know if you can see me, Mariella, but the amount of froth that's been washed up from the sea is just covering the beach. It actually looks like it's snowing. We could be inside a washing machine, and here in Stonehaven the residents are starting to batten down the hatches in terms of flooding. I've just had a lovely luxury hot chocolate in the waterfront cafe on the front, but that actually got flooded 5 years ago. They should be okay this time because further up the hill the flood defences have been turned on. But in the old town of Stonehaven, just to the south of the bay, that's quite susceptible to flooding. We've seen people with their floodgates on their front doors, sandbags, businesses closing early, and also people strapping their bins to their houses so they don't blow away down the road. We're expecting gusts of up to 75 miles an hour here on the East Scotland coast. So yeah, we're enjoying it, but getting a bit wet.
Well, it sounds to me like you could do with something a bit more grounding than a hot chocolate. Perhaps one of the local delicacies, the deep fried Mars bar, might be more in order, because the way you look like you're on very unsafe ground there.
There are two very well-renowned fish and chip shops here. One's called the Karen, and that is the official home of the deep fried Mars bar, and there's also the Bay further down the beach as well, which had a good write-up in the Times recently. So we're going to choose one of those in a minute and get a bit more sustenance, but we're going to stay in the area, do some more reporting for the network, and then tomorrow we're going to try and check out some of the communities, because should be more communities being evacuated. There's no transport up here. People are being told obviously not to go near cliffs, not to go in the sea, and there are no trains north of Edinburgh, so getting home tomorrow afternoon is going to be tricky, I think.
Can I just ask you, where are people being evacuated to?
Well, that's a good question. They're being told to, I think, to go and stay with friends and family. So the authorities have already done that in Brecon. We've seen other parts of the country, so West Cork obviously got completely flooded, and they're expecting a lot of flooding around this area. I mean, we're talking about 25 centimetres of rain in the next 36 hours. That's nearly a foot, and it's probably about a month's worth of rain in a day and a half. And the other problem with this storm is it's a southeasterly wind, which usually in the UK we get southwesterlies, so the buildings aren't necessarily built for this wind. The trees as well are not used to it. The last time we had Storm Arwen took out some 10 million trees in Scotland, so people are getting ready for destruction, really.